Viewers of 90 Day Fiance weren't overly startled to learn that Ed had called off his wedding to Liz Woods. It appears that he has canceled his engagement multiple times in the past and has done the same. Fans would therefore have been shocked if these two had truly gone down the aisle together. Liz did, however, have some resentment and concerns. She made the decision to speak with Ed about them, and they had a heated exchange. The latter acknowledged a few startling facts that Woods was obviously unable to hear. What had he disclosed? How have these two fared thus far? By calling off his wedding without telling Liz, Ed took a bold decision. He didn't even try to tell her or seek her permission beforehand. Woods therefore found out about it from her officiant. She didn't anticipate breaking up for the 15th time, thus her aspirations and dreams were dashed. After all of this, Ed and Liz finally got together to talk about the fallout at a coffee shop. It occurred in the most recent Happily Ever After spin-off 90 Day Fiance episode. The latter inquired about Woods' well-being while idly purchasing his drink. Liz was obviously in danger of choking, and she was fighting hard not to cry. As a result, Ed realized he wasn't really receiving a response and chose to keep stating his position. "I want you to know that I think I've been kind of just looking for an excuse," admitted Ed. Liz quickly added, "To call off the wedding," to her comment. Ed seemed to have nodded affirmatively this time without lying. At this point, Woods' tears began to roll down her eyes since she was unable to stop them. The 90 Day Fiance star went on to say that he truly saw this coming and didn't want to divorce from another marriage. Since Big Ed and Liz had both experienced marriages in the past, he didn't want to do this to her. Still, that's not all. These stars' dynamics are far more intricate than they first seemed to be. When Liz Woods witnessed Big Ed giving up on their romance, she was overcome. She couldn't stop crying and questioned why the latter hadn't told her earlier. He was challenged by the 90 Day Fiance star, who pointed out that he ought to have talked to her about everything before calling off their wedding without first having any discussions. For the first time in a long time, Ed seemed ready for an adult chat. He said that he was in error and that a much better course of action should have been taken throughout. Despite her apparent broken heart, Woods refused to end their connection. In her confessional, she discussed her anxieties and moved the audience. Liz said that she and Ed were in a committed relationship and that she was prepared to support Ed through difficult times. "So I don't want to give up," she continued. "My want is to be with Ed." Woods went on to say that she didn't know how she would live her life in the event that her relationship with Ed ended. She said that the very idea scares her and her fear was visible in her eyes.